Hello. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I'm coming back from a thing, and I'm driving because I'm a reform. And we drive all over the place. I like to drive on the Sabbath. I think it's very relaxing. I think the only time driving on the Sabbath is stressful is when you have to argue about it. When people are like, "You're not supposed to be driving," whatever. I try not to work though. I try not to work on the Sabbath. Hey, we've got some stuff happening with the blah, 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 blah. I've got some stuff happening with the page. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but you see, I have antisocial news with a dash and without a dash.com. I have both of those .coms, and I finally got a WordPress up. So we've got the WordPress up for antisocial news without the dash. If you go to antisocial news without the dash.com, just antisocialnews.com, you're gonna see a news blog. Now, that is, and who's running it? Slim Johnson. I don't know what picture that is that he has posted up there, but it's Johnson. It's Johnson, my buddy way, our buddy. So I'm glad he's back on the scene, and he is the main admin and uploader there at antisocialnews.com. So I'm very happy about that. So check out what he's doing. Check out his work. I'm trying to make sure that we're sharing this stuff on social medias. All the social medias attached to WordPress. Like 4 of them I've never heard of before in my life. So I need to try to figure out what the hell those are. I honestly I felt so gross. I signed Antisocial News up for a Tumblr just to have us out on some other platform. Can you believe that? Me on Tumblr? That's not okay. That's not a thing. If any of you know, my social media of choice starts with a 4 and rhymes with Mods Ban. Sorry, that was my impersonation of Reddit. I hate Reddit. I kind of hate Facebook, but I'm on Facebook. If that makes any sense. It makes sense. You got to be on Facebook, I feel like. Yeah! Ace Booch knows. Ace Booch knows what's up. Yeah, I was on there the other day, and I just had a blast. I'm not anonymous. I go to poll, and I'm not anonymous. I show I like to do the timestamp, like, just like people do on B, where they hold up a time-stamped picture. I mean, not picture, but piece of paper. So a lot of times when I post, I'll show my face. And I don't post as sometimes I'll write Sully from the podcast, but most of the time I post as the Jew. It's kind of funny because some people there know me by now. They'll kind of remember. And the funniest response I got was from this guy that was, who was like, "You're violating the rules." I was literally just fishing for news stories, saying like, "Hey, what's an underrated news story that's not being talked about?" And I actually got some great responses from people. One was about a document dump regarding the Marine that got killed in West Africa. He got, and there was or East Africa. I'm trying to remember. There was a U.S. Marine that got killed, and the circumstances we're hearing a couple different stories on. So it was a little concerning. So there was apparently a document dump on that somebody leaked me to, which was pretty impressive. And then there was other people who were just chiming in and, anti-Semitic stuff. And I it's awesome. It's a freedom of speech website. It's not awesome that people are hateful in that, but it's awesome that that's an area where people can be honest and express themselves. And I thought it was really funny too. The guy that was upset at me was like, "This is supposed to be anonymous. He's breaking the rules." And of course, there's no rule that says you need to be anonymous on 4chan, on poll. As a matter of fact, there's a line for you to put your name in, specifically. So, yeah, you don't have to be anonymous. And I choose not to be because there's negative connotations with anonymity, especially attached to that platform. So, I'm somewhat trackable in that sense. And I have seen that some of my posts have been archived. Some of my posts have been archived by 4pleb, so that's a little concerning. But yeah, that's out there. Speaking of concerning, a prominent anti-normie YouTuber might be doing an interview with me. He's got a terrible schedule at the moment, but of course I'm talking about the big man Tyrone. He might be doing an interview with me pretty soon, and I'm very excited. I'm very excited about that, and he keeps sending me emails. I was joking with my wife. I said he's playing with my heart. He's playing with my emotions, because all the emails that I get from him are very positive, but we keep setting deadlines or setting times that we're going to be Skyping and going back and forth, and those times go by, and then I get an apology, and then it goes back, and it's like this over and over again with me and him. So that being the case, I'm a little bothered, just because I want to get this done. I really want to do this for my channel, but I'm trying not to be selfish. I am very selfish. I'm trying not to be, though, because I when you're dealing with a guy who's got a whole family, he's got family issues that he's got to deal with. Hey, you know what? I think that's a little violent. I think that's a little bit of a violent statement. But I will say down with the normies. I'll say down with the normies. So I'll agree in spirit, just not exactly with the letter. Yeah, you know what I'm referencing. If you saw my video where I was marching around with MEK, the Iranian group there, they're saying Marg Bar Dictator, and then when they translate it to English, they say down with the dictator, talking about Ayatollah. But really what it is in Persian is death to. They're saying death to the dictator. So yeah, that's you say death to normies. I translate that to down with normies. That's the old trick there. It's a little more marketable. It's more marketable. Speaking of normies, guess who bumped into Wolf Blitzer the other day? I bumped into Wolf Blitzer the other day, believe it or not. Choose not to believe it at your discretion. Though I do have a picture. I don't think I'm going to post this picture on anything, and anything that's going to be attached to antisocial news. But yeah, once I stop, I'll show my other phone to the screen here. Yeah, me and Wolf, we hang out. We go to the Juluminati meetings, and we talk about how we're controlling the media. No, I was at a freedom of speech event that I got invited to. Oops! Look at that, huh? Look at that. That's scary, isn't it? That's scary. How did that happen? My buddy Simon Tam who my buddy Simon Tam, who got the Supreme Court to hear the case about his band's name. His band's name was the Slants, which is an Asian slur. He's Asian American, and his bandmates were as well. And they named their band that, you know, to sort of take it back, be kind of punky and edgy. So he was Simon was an edgelord back in the day, making Chinatown dance rock and call himself the Slants. And I think that's cool. You know, obviously, if I'm calling myself the Jew on pole, that's my speed. I get what he's doing. He's playing his angle. No hate on him for that. So I interviewed him for my brother's podcast, and we became friends that way. And then when he got the Hugh Hefner Foundation Freedom of Speech Award, he invited me to the dinner. So so I'm there at the dinner, feeling a little out of place, and then I see afterwards, I see Wolf Blitzer, and I was just like, holy crap. So I had to tell him, I was like, listen, I talk about you all the time with your bravery in the reporting in the last Intifada, when you were standing on the runway next to General Lerner and Bibi Netanyahu, and he was like, okay. My kippa fell off. My kippa fell off. Ugh. Meme freedom. Amen. But yeah, he was really cool. Wolf was really cool. He was just like, you know, when I was telling him about how brave I thought he was for doing what he did, you know, standing on the my wife's getting mad at me. He was just like, oh, it's, you know, it is what it is. It was nice. So he took a selfie with me. It was cool. And I didn't super fan him. Because that's the thing. Obviously, I disagree with, like, CNN's style and most of their stories. I even disagreed with their coverage of the Intifada, the last Intifada back in 2014. I disagreed with that so much because they were doing, you know, very equal standing with the Palestinian Authority. And what's that called? Hamas, acting like, oh yeah. Here's the equal time we're gonna give to Osama Hamdan to call in from a damn hotel room in shiny, beautiful Qatar. And yeah, it was bothering. I was really bothered by that because they really did let, you know, talking heads try to validate murdering, specifically targeting what's that called, playgrounds and stuff with rockets, and you know, not secondary targets. Those weren't like, oh yeah, we were aiming at the military facility, but instead we hit a school. No, the Hamas was specifically trying to hit schools. Yeah, and they were justifying it. They're like basically putting talking heads on CNN going, well, it is because of the sanctions. That is why we must do this, because the sanctions are so... No, rockets are not freedom of speech. Your freedom of speech is not shooting rockets at schools. That's stupid. And of course a country is going to defend itself from that. To quote the late, great, just blanked on her name. The funny lady, the comedian with the big fake Zaftig. Joan Rivers. She said, you know, if New Jersey was shooting rockets into New York, you know we'd carpet bomb them. So anyway, cool to meet him. But obviously, I'm not enticed. I'm not enticed by the normie side. I still disapprove of their silly political reporting. I don't care for it. I am 100% antisocial, which is why I'm very, very proud of what Johnson is doing on antisocialnews.com. Please check that out. ANTISOCIALNEWS.com. And that is Antisocial News. Check it out. There's going to be more to come. I want to hear from people. Hopefully, and this is my sort of ultimatum. I know that Big Man's going to get me a boost when the interview goes live. So basically, I'm trying to get to a point. I'm trying to get a rhythm in my life where I can do. Yes. I'm trying to get a rhythm in my life where I can do daily uploads, so that once I get the Big Man Tyrone interview, and once he gets that live, I'll be able to slide directly into daily uploads and the giveaways. I've been wanting to do the giveaway for a while now, but financially, I fell into a pocket that I've been having trouble getting out of because of taxes, really. Yeah, that's one of those things, you know, that's the joke that you're everyone's a liberal until they get mugged. Well, everyone's a liberal until they get mugged, or they have to pay their taxes as a business. And that's this is one entrepreneur that is very libertarian. I always was, but more so now. More so now that I got a little butt. Got my butt handed to me, and put it like that. Heck, long live KXJ. Thank you, Big Man Tyrone. Huh? Thank you, Big Man Tyrone. Huh? Oh my gosh, I think I see a pretty girl. I think I see a pretty girl I know. Oh my gosh, let me yell at this girl. Hey, lady! Hey! Hey, you look sexy. I saw a pretty girl. I wanted to holler at her. Yeah, I do. Yeah, this is what I do. Love you. See you later. Yeah. Enjoy the movie. Bye bye.
Look for Hawaii coats.
Oh, they're not in my closet.
Huh?
There's none in my closet.
Huh?
There's none in my closet.
Like the Hawaii t-shirt.
Do you think I have something? Okay, I gotta go look for Hawaiian clothes. I'm streaming. Okay. Love you. My wife's going to a matinee with her sister. Yes. Okay. All right. That's it. That's my stream at the moment. I think we're going to do some sort of really silly interview with Big Man. I want to try to keep it very light, not try to get bogged down in details. Because I watched one of the interviews that he did, and I realized I felt like the woman wasn't really. I don't think she was really feeling the whole like Big Man vibe. So I want to sort of I want to let people know that I'm not just getting a Big Man interview because he has 300,000 subscribers. I want people to know that I'm getting a Big Man interview because me and Big Man go back a little ways. I've been a fan, and now I've collabed with him on a couple occasions, with me contributing to his videos and him contributing to my channel, and it's not, you know, it's not a one-sided thing where I'm paying him. He's paying me. He's my biggest Patreon. So you know, and I'd really like for that to get out as the interview, because a lot of people just see me up there occasionally if I'm in, you know, like the longest video or whatever, and they just think, oh, here's this guy that, you know, that paid big man. No, like I bought a video from him like a while back, but he actually likes my channel and likes what I do, and we actually have a back and forth. We have a back and forth. All right. Cheers, everybody. I'm going to keep this up for a couple hours, and then I'm going to put it on the Patreon. I'm going to privatize it and put it on the Patreon. So thank you for tuning in, and more to come. Check out what Johnson's doing on antisocialnews.com. Cheers.